So I'm going to do another workout for people who have an injury. It just so happens that today I'm having a little bit of an issue with plantar fasciitis in my left foot. So this is a great chance for me too to do a workout that's going to be low impact, that's not going to hurt my foot. As always, listen to your body. That's more important than listening to my cues. This workout is only going to take about half an hour, and we're going to combine strength training moves along with a little bit of cardio and a lot of ab work. So as always, modify as much as you need to, listen to your body, and you'll have to adapt, depending on the status of whether you have a broken foot, broken leg, or whatever the case may be. All right, so I have a couple of weights of different sizes. I also have a weighted ball. Again, just work with whatever you feel comfortable with. And you don't even need to use weights at all if you don't want to. All right, so we're going to get started with a couple of minutes of warm-up. So let me start my timer. We're going to do each exercise for 1 minute at a time. So it's pretty straightforward on the timing. All right, so I'm going to start with seated kicks. And I'm basically just sitting here and I'm just kicking out one leg after the other. This is something that is a great activity that you can do even if you have a broken leg. It's a little bit more challenging sitting on the floor like this. If you wanted to make it a little bit easier, you could move up onto a chair or a couch and just kind of do it like this. Pretend you're a can-can dancer. You can actually feel your heart rate starting to come up, and you're also warming up the legs, warming up the glutes, and especially if you're on the floor, you're actually using your abs as well. So just keep on going. Might feel kind of funny, but it's actually a pretty good exercise. It's really working the quad too. And of course, if you have a cast, you may not be able to kick quite as high on the leg that has the cast. All right, there's our first minute. Now we're going to do some arm warm-ups. We're going to start with arm crossovers. And I'm just kneeling. You can also come up on your knees like this. It's more comfortable. But again, if you have a broken limb, it might be better to just do these seated. And just getting, this is kind of a nice dynamic stretch. You should really feel this opening up the shoulder joint. Always try to keep your abs engaged for all of the activities, including the warm-up. All right, there's our minute. Next, let's do some punches. Just gonna punch it out. This is another one that's gonna warm up the shoulder, but even more importantly, we're getting that twisting motion, which is also gonna warm up our abs. Now again, depending on the situation with your injury, you may need to do this sitting on a chair or sitting with your legs stretched out in front of you. Whatever you need to do, just try to make sure that you've got a good stable base and that you're really using your abs as you punch it out. All right, just keep going. Work out some of that aggression that you might have going on. Try to keep the shoulders down. Don't let them come up by your ears. Keep them down like this. You should definitely be able to feel your heart rate coming up. All right, now the last warm-up move we're going to do is reaching for the sky. It's going to stretch out the side of your body. And again, warming up the shoulder a bit more. So we're just reaching up. Pretend you're trying to climb something. This actually feels really good. After this last warm-up move, we're going to do an ab move, and then we're going to get into our arms. Whew. Kind of feeling the burn already a little bit. Alright, so let's do it. It's just a seated twist as a nice transition move. So just going to twist back and forth. This is one where you can use a weight if you want to. We're just really warming up our abs. I'm doing this with my feet at the floor. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can lift your legs up. And if you want to even take it to the next level, you can kick out with the opposite leg as you twist. So you can work out whatever level is comfortable for you. Feeling a little bit tired today, so I think I'm just going to stay at level 1 for right now. And in a second, we're going to use our weights. So get ready to grab your weights. All right, we're going to do a bent row for the arm and the back. I'm taking my slightly heavier weight, still not too heavy. And you're just going to kind of lean forward at a 45-degree angle. And we're just going to pull it back. So this is one that you really shouldn't have too much trouble with, even if you do have a broken leg. I guess if you can't kneel, that would be a bit of an issue. You can, of course, do these standing as well. Try to keep the shoulders down. You want to really feel that pop when you squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top. All right, for the next move, it's going to be a bit of a combo. And we're going to do a bunch of bicep work. So we're going to start by doing just 10 regular bicep curls. 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to mix it up and we're going to curl from the top. So we're hitting that bicep from a different angle. And then we're going to do a fly. Try to keep your abs in nice and tight. Try not to let your shoulders come up. All right, and we're just going to do that whole sequence over again. And you can do however many reps of each move that you want to. But we're just kind of mixing it up a little bit with this set. Oh wow, I didn't get through as many of those as I thought I would. Let's do another minute of that. Felt like not enough to really get into my body. And then the regular curl. And then curling from the top. All right, let's just stop where we're at. For the next move, I'm going to move to a slightly lighter set of weights. And let me just reposition this a little bit. We are going to do zippers. So we're just going to zip it up and zip it back down. So I've got 2 very small weights. I'm going to do 10 reps of this. It's another one where I'm kind of mixing it up a little bit. A few moves being combined into one set. And I'm going to do very small arm circles out to the side, making a larger circle with both of my arms as I'm doing these very small circles. And I'm just going to reverse the direction. Try to keep your abs in tight. It's just like very, very delicate work for the shoulder. Whew. All right. So let's go ahead and do plank twists for our ab move on this one. So I'm just coming into a plank, and I'm just twisting, pulling in the one knee. Now this is another one, depending on your injury, may be challenging. But as long as you can put weight on your feet, you should be able to do this one. If you can't put any weight on your feet, then instead you can just sort of lay on your back and just do this. And just twist from side to side. You won't get the arm work, but you will get the ab work. So this one kind of feels like a knife is stabbing into my side the longer I do it. Whew. Okay. Whew. Let's go ahead and repeat that entire sequence of arms. Whew, my shoulders are your hammer. All right, so we're going to start with that bent row again. So I'm just going to lean over. It's a nice one for the back. Don't give up, keep going. You can do this. This is a very short workout, I promise you're going to make it. Again, always try to keep your abs nice and tight. Try to keep your shoulders down. You'll notice my elbows are slightly bent. Try to really control that weight, especially coming down. Just make out a few more reps. Oh, let's come on to our bicep series. So I'm starting with curls. Arms are slightly pinned in. Again, my shoulders are relaxed. Really feeling this in the bicep, even a little bit in the tricep at the bottom of the movement. Then I bring it up. Do my high curl toward the ear. And then, whew, the fly. This one I think is the hardest one. Trying to keep my elbows at 90 degrees. It's getting harder and harder. I might need to move over to my lighter weights. Whew. I'm going to use my lighter weights for the second set of these. Whew, these almost feel too light. Better to have good form, though, with a lighter weight than totally screw up the exercise with a heavy one. Because that's generally how you tend to hurt yourself. Since you probably already have an injury and that's why you're doing this video, let's try not to add additional injuries, shall we? All right. And then finally, forward fly. Really working out the back and the chest. All right, let's do our zippers and our arm circles, and we're going to be done with arms. Little dainty, delicate little arm circles. Just little tiny circles within one larger circle. Reversing both sets of circles. Ooh, my shoulders are burning. All right, so to transition, let's do a combo move. I'm going to grab my ball, and I'm just going to do an exercise I call pass the ball. So I'm just going to kind of figure 8 this ball in and out of my legs. This ball is actually a little heavy for this. I prefer to have about a 2 to 4 pound ball. This one's a little heavier, but I'm going to go ahead and use the weight instead. And just keep passing it through. This is really working your abs, of course, but it's really kind of working the whole body. You got some hips action going on, you're working the arms. So it's really a nice combo move. And you can reverse the figure 8. It's good for your brain to mix it up. All right, so let's move on to our glutes and the hamstrings. So I've got this next combo. We're going to do a minute on each side, and this one's probably going to burn pretty good. So get on all fours. Try to have your back totally flat. We're going to start with a simple donkey kick. So we're going to do 10 reps of this. And then we're going to do a firehouse lift out to the side. So this is really working the glute. Now we're going to do a combo. We're going to lift up, kick out, and then bring it back down. Kick, bring it back down. Out, kick, bring it back down. Out, kick, bring it back down. Out, kick, bring it back down. Whew, this is burning. You'll find that you're working the leg that's staying still too. All right, let's just do that same bit on the other side now. So I'm going to start with just the basic donkey kick. Just kind of warm up that glute. 10 reps of that. And then I'm just going to do the basic lift out to the side. So the knees bend at 90 degrees. 10 reps of this. And then I'm going to do that combo. So out, kick, bring it back in. Up, kick. Whew, these really burn. Whew, all right. Let's do some little lifts for the hammies and the glutes. I'm just going to do 10 on each side. So I'm just laying on my stomach, and I'm just lifting really slightly. My hip on the side that I'm lifting is very heavy. Try to keep your abs engaged. Just really focusing in on that glute. And I'm going to do 10 on the other side. And if you get there before the end of that minute, do a combo where you lift them both. And you may barely be lifting that knee at all. I need to do this with my knee separated, otherwise it hurts my back. Again, just listen to your body. When I lift the two together, I really feel it in the hamstring too. All right. So now, let's do plank knee taps for our ab move. Similar to what we did before, a little easier though. I'm just going to tap my knees down. So I'm holding this nice plank, and I'm just tapping my knees down to the mat. So again, you do need some degree of mobility in your legs to do this one. If you can't, you could always just do a plank from your knees and just hold it. But if you can do the full move, go ahead and do it. That minute's getting longer and longer. right, let's do that over again. So again, starting with a basic donkey kick. 10 reps of this. And then just lifting out to the side with the knee at 90 degrees. And then finally lifting and kicking it out. Try to really keep those abs engaged. Alright, do the other side. I'll just move over so you can see. Starting with the donkey kicks again. And now lifting out to the side. And then out and kick. Lift, kick, out, in. Lift, kick, back, in. Whew. Really burning now. Ooh, thank goodness. Alright, let's just do our little glute lift. Ten little lifts on each side. And then, if you have time, do your little double lifts. Couple more seconds, then we're going to go into our combo move to transition. Alright, let's do a move called jackknife. So you're just going to lay down on your back, and you're going to lift one hand and opposite leg at the same time, kind of curling to the side. And your arms kind of go out to the sides when you come down. So this is a really good combo move. Again, you're getting a little bit of arm and leg work in there, but mostly a whole lot of abs. Try to really pull the belly back toward the spine as you do this. And kind of feels like a nice stretch in my hamstring too each time I lift it up. Again, if you have a cast, you probably won't be able to lift quite as high on the leg that has the cast. Alright, so we're going to do a minute of Pilates style roll-ups. So that means you're going to sit with your legs out. Start by rolling down. Reach your arms out. Now engage from the abs and roll yourself up and over. Reach for those toes. It's also a nice stretch. No need to rush on these. Now, if this is too challenging for you because you just don't have the ab strength, you can just do what's called a half roll down instead. You're just going to keep your knees bent and you're just going to do that. Just kind of lean it back. Your hands here to protect you if you need them. Again, if you're strong enough, go ahead and do the full exercise. So it's nice and relaxing. All right, our last combo move, we're going to do a kneeling wood chop. So for the kneeling wood chop, you're going to start in kind of like a lunge, but a kneeling lunge to make it a little bit easier. And you're going to just basically twist and reach out to the side. You should feel this right here on your side. And it's also kind of working the shoulder and the back as well. So we're just going to do a minute of these on each side as a nice combo move to finish up with. Just really try to focus on that twisting motion. Even almost look behind you when you do it. This would be another one that'd be nice to do with a weighted ball, if you have one that's not too heavy. Try not to lose your balance, like I just did. Alright, let's switch to the other side. Pretend you're playing baseball or something here. Of course, you can do these in a standing lunge as well, but, you know, if you have a broken leg or foot, that might be a little bit too much. All right, just gonna stop that timer. That was our workout. Great job, you guys. Let's just do a little cool down. Just gonna start with a little bit of cat and camel stretches. So just get on all fours and kind of inhale as you drop your belly down. And then exhale as you curl it up, pulling the belly toward the spine. It's a really nice stretch for the spine, just kind of relaxes everything. Let's do one more and then just come back into neutral spine. From here, again, if your injury will allow, go ahead and come up into a downward dog position. And maybe, again, depending on your range of mobility, you can kind of pump your legs back and forth a little bit just to kind of like open up the calf muscles a bit. Just kind of relax. And come back onto your knees and just do a nice child's pose. Just feel nice and relaxing. You've worked really hard, so you deserve a nice cool down. And let's go ahead and do a nice low back stretch. So just lay down on your back and pull one of your knees into your chest. And then take the opposite hand and press that knee down just gently and allow your other arm to sort of just stay flat on the floor. Try to keep both of your shoulder blades more or less on the floor. You may be able to get that knee all the way down to the floor. You might not. Either way, you should feel a nice release in your low back. And nice stretch across the chest as well. Just come out of it nice and slow. Again, hug that knee in. Pull that knee out to the side just to kind of stretch your inner thigh a little bit. And then slide that leg back down, pull in the other knee. Again, just hug it into your chest first. Then take the opposite hand, take it to the outside of that knee, And see if you can even kind of hook your foot around your thigh on the other side as you press that leg down. And again, you just feel a nice opening in your lower back, nice stretch across the lungs. Try to keep those shoulders down. Take a few nice deep breaths. Really enjoy this relaxation period because you worked hard and you've earned it. And just come out of it really slowly and gently. Again, hug that knee in. And then just bring it out to the side as far as is comfortable for you. Feel that nice stretch on your inner thigh. And then if your degree of mobility allows you, go ahead and bring both legs together and take the soles of the feet and press them together and then just kind of drop that down to the floor. So again, just like a nice gentle butterfly stretch. For some people, it's going to be pretty intense. For me, I'm not really getting a huge amount of stretch out of this. Just depends on where your particular tight spots are. And let's just do one or two more on the floor like this. Let's go ahead and do a figure 4 stretch. So start with the knees bent, and then take the left leg and cross your ankle over your right thigh, and then reach through and just kind of hug that right leg in. Now this one can be pretty intense. You should feel this sort of in the outer thigh, in the glute, the piriformis a little bit. Take a few deep breaths. Try to relax your shoulders, the rest of your body. There's no point stretching one part of you if you're tensing up somewhere else. Nice job on that. And then just go ahead and switch it out to the other side. Cross that right leg over, the ankle over the thigh, and then just hug it in. Take a few nice deep breaths. Oh, this one feels so nice. And then once you've had a nice good stretch, go ahead and come out of it. Hug your knees in and put your hands behind and just go ahead and rock up to sitting. And let's just do a real basic hamstring stretch. So just kind of get your sit bones down on that mat. Reach up and then come over. Just reach as far as is comfortable for you. If you can't do this with your knees straight, go ahead and let your knees bend a little bit. Just listen to your body, but just get a nice, gentle hamstring stretch. And then just gently come out of it. We kind of worked our arms quite a bit too and our shoulders, so we don't want to forget to stretch those out just a little bit. We're only going to take a few minutes, so just kind of reach back. Give yourself a nice stretch in the shoulder. And go ahead and reach across the front, kind of getting the outside of the shoulder. Do the other side. Feels so good. After a nice workout, to just do some good stretching. And I'm just going to stretch out the tricep a little bit too. We didn't do a lot of tricep work, but it never hurts to stretch it out anyways. It won't take a whole lot of time on it though. And then if you're comfortable coming into a legs crossed Indian style position, just kind of take a few deep breaths and just stretch over to the side, just kind of opening up the side of your body, like all this right here, just kind of stretching that out a little bit. And then do it on the other side. Oh, just take some nice deep breaths and relax. Fantastic job. Don't give up. Your injury is going to get better, but in the meantime, you're doing something wonderful for yourself by taking care of your body and trying to stay in shape. It's going to make your recovery so much better, and in the meantime, it's going to put you in a way better mood. So, great job. Hope to see you again. Thanks a lot.